We went to Smith's and they only got the, I think they only got the brown one.
Yeah.
She wants the yellow ones. I was like, oh, I don't know.
Hi guys, I know you've got your twin.
Yeah.
Would you like a little picture with our official Pudsey? Okay, come on over, Pudsey. We're taking some pictures for our BBC Facebook. Is that alright if we take a couple of pictures?
Well, we come in. Where's our? We're just doing a changeover rush.
That's alright.
Yeah.
We're not connected. There you go, Pudsey. If I could get you to go nearer to the edge of the bridge, don't fall off. If I could get you guys either side and hold up your buckets for us.
Can we get our round table thing in?
Yeah, of course you can. Oh, can I do this too? Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we get our round table in?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Just to the edge of that one. So try and get that as well. Thank you. If I crouch down here. Right. Everybody, big thumbs up. Hooray! Lovely.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
If I can just take a little bit of video of you guys shaking some buckets as well.
Don't shake that.
Oh, sorry. Or holding the buckets.
Yeah, we could check buckets. I'll go to prison.
Ready?
BBC Children and Me. Newbury Round Table collecting for BBC Children in Need. Thank you.
You should be on the radio.
There you go, BBC Children in Need. Newbury Round Table collecting for BBC Children in Need. Thank you.
Big thumbs up, Patsy. That's great, thank you very much. Yeah. Can you give me one more thumbs up, Patsy? A bit of movement for me as well.
Yeah, it's great. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Jen.
in town. We'll join him and the team gearing up for this evening's BBC Children in Need extravaganza. In need tonight, and we'll be live in West Berkshire throughout the evening. Sarah Farmer and Ed Salt will be meeting lots of people who've been doing their thing to raise money. They'll also speak to some of the many great causes here in the south which benefit directly from the money that you raise. Right now, they are busy getting ready for this evening's extravaganza. Over to you guys.
We certainly are, Alan. Yes, thank you very much indeed, and welcome to Brockhurst and Marston House Schools in Hermitage.
Yes, final preparations underway here in the drama department. The stage is set. We'll hear from the school's swing band and indeed other performers as well. The big bear of the moment is here, saving his energy for later.
Yeah, we couldn't go away without the bear, but behind us is where the stars of this year's show will be. Over 200 local school children will be here singing Over the Rainbow as part of the Children in Need choir. Don't worry, they're not the choir. I can assure you of that.
Yes, we've been hearing lots of you raising money already, and we have got our guy in the know. Matt Treacy is across social media. What have you been seeing this morning?
Pudsy's already been out and about into Newbury Town Centre, giving high fives and giving out hugs as well, so thanks for all the people who met him there. Hillside Community First School in Verwood, they've been doing a craft afternoon, £185 from them into the kitty, which is great. Children and staff from Mudderford Preschool, they've been wearing their pyjamas all week and selling Pudsey biscuits as well. Olivia in Surrey raised £300 by babysitting in her Pudsey onesie, which sounds like a great way to raise cash. And Natalia in Hythe near Southampton, she's been raising money all week by making some homemade goodies. Delicious.
Oh wow, wonderful ways to raise money for children in need. Thank you, keep that money coming in.
Absolutely. Sarah wasn't going to let me wear my onesie today, maybe later on.
No, we've talked about this. We'll be back at 6:30 and during the appeal programme as well. In the meantime, we're going to join Pudsey for a rest.
Looking forward to it. We'll see you later. Okay, now let's see how the weather is looking as we head
Newbury,
toward
as we
the
get ready
weekend.
for this
Lucy
year's
Martin.
Children in Need.
We've got this guy, of course, some fantastic fundraisers and a medley of music, including the school swing band.
Pudsey for our special Children in Need outside broadcast with Sarah Farmer and Edward Salt.
Yes, hello and a warm welcome to Brockhurst and Marston House Schools near Newbury.
We have got an incredible lineup for you this evening. We're going to take a little tour around, and first of all we'll introduce the real stars of the show, the BBC Children in Need Choir. And you may have spotted a large yellow bear in there as well.
Yeah, we couldn't come without him. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. We've also got music tonight. We've got our fabulous school swing band. And the brilliant Daryl Kelly on guitar. Let's hear from you, Daryl.
Wonderful stuff. We have seen plenty of social media coverage of what you've been up to today, and the man in the know is Matt Treacy, who is across all things social media and live on Facebook right
You're
now.
live on Facebook now.
Right back at you, hello!
You are loving this tonight.
We are going to catch up with Matt later in the programme.
Yeah, let's see some of our fundraisers. They're all dotted around us here this evening. Give yourselves a good clap and cheer. Absolutely. It really is thanks to our fundraisers that all of this money comes in for Children in Need and helps projects right here across the south. We'll be hearing from some of them in a few moments' time.
Absolutely, and lots of you have been fundraising as well. So let's take a look at what you've been doing for BBC Children in Need. Well, some wonderful ways to raise money for children in need there, and we have a few rather creative fundraisers in our midst here this evening. Tadley Court School are with us. Tell us the special event that you did.
Well, we arranged for two teams to go 60 miles away from the school, blindfolded in cars. We didn't know where we were going, and then we had to make our own way back. No money, no GPS, no phones, just our wits.
And that did you well?
Okay. It took a while.
Was it challenging to get back to school?
It really was. We ended up spending most of the night walking down the A303, which was not fun.
And was it fiercely competitive between your two teams?
Very much so. And there was only 15 minutes in the end, in the whole competition.
Who were the winners?
I wouldn't like to say.
That would be us.
A wonderful job done by a school which is for children and children with learning difficulties and autism.
That's right, yes, 44 children there, and we raised close to £2,000 at the last count.
Fantastic, a wonderful sum of money, and I hope you got a bit of R&R afterwards. Ed, I gather you've got your hands on some cake.
I certainly have, Sarah. Yes, I'm at the best table here this evening. I don't think I'm going to move at all, actually. I'm surrounded by two of my favourite things, cake and tea. Absolutely fantastic. There is a reason behind this, all, of course, for Children Need. Suki and Jeff are with me, as well as Jess and Izzy, their daughters. Suki, just tell me why cake and tea play such an important part in your Children Need fundraising.
Well, this year we started opening up our garden to the local community to run community teas, as we call them. So we swung open the gates onto the canal path and invited the community in to help raise money by baking cakes and then coming along and drinking tea and eating as much cake as they possibly can.
Jeff, there is an awful lot of cake. Did you get muck in?
Well, yeah, I'd like to say I cooked them all myself, but I really didn't. We had an awful lot of help from our friends and neighbours who pitched in and helped us raise quite a lot of money for Children in Need this year.
That's absolutely fantastic. Thank you very much indeed. We'll speak to you a bit later on. Sarah, I've got all this cake here, but I think you're doing something a bit more energetic that I might need to do to work off all this cake.
Yes, I think some pedal power is needed for you, Ed. We have got a static bike here that measures watts. And to explain it, I'm going to ask Colonel Mack, what have you been up to?
We've had all the soldiers in Aldershot Garrison on walk bikes, as many of us as we could on 41 walks bikes to try and break a world record.
And did you do that?
Oh yes, we did. Just waiting on it getting verified, but yes, we did.
Oh, fantastic news. And 850, I imagine there were some very exhausted faces in the midst.
There was, I think, through the doors in the end, about 600, mixture of military and civilian, but yes, very exhausted, as are we, but well worth it.
Wonderful work. And was it a tough challenge? What was it like being on that bike for so long?
It was, well, we went on for 24 hours, it was doing it in stints, so yeah, it was very hard, especially on the bottom. So yeah, it was quite hard throughout the day, but a lot of the military guys were on it for quite a long time, which bumped up the averages, so we did
All recovered now?
No, I'm knackered.
Bit more rest. And how much did you guys raise?
I think we raised about £6,000 for Children Needs, and I raised about 550 for DJ for 24 hours.
That's brilliant. So the motivation to keep them going around the clock was that music to keep them going. Now, a record broken on a static bike here. I gather, Ed, you're off down a yellow brick road.
I certainly am, without my ruby slippers though. Who have we got? Here is the Portsmouth Players. Hello. Hi. We've got Dorothy here. Dorothy, what have you been up to for Children Need?
Well, we did a gala at the King's Theatre and we raised £9,700 for Children in Need.
Fantastic. What was that like though to do?
Oh, it was amazing. The atmosphere was brilliant. It was truly wonderful.
And you're a bit of a far way from Kansas now. How does Newbury compare?
Well, I've been on a long journey, you know, from Kansas, then to the land of Oz, and then back to Kansas, and now I'm here, and it's just way too much.
Sarah, you've got a few of the other characters with you as well.
Yes, yeah, did you remember all your lines?
I remembered all of them, yes.
Well done. And the cowardly lines right over my shoulder here.
Yeah, I haven't got any courage, and this here was a little bit scary, but I'm okay.
Was it all right in front of all those crowds of people?
Well, yeah, I was fine because I had my friends, and I met Dorothy along the way.
Oh, that's good, looking after your friends. But you got involved in the fundraising. What was it like to do something for a good cause for a change?
Well, you're just lucky it was a good cause, because I'll get you all my pretties, and all your equipment too.
I should keep tight hold of that. Yes, thank you. Save me.
Absolutely. But they're not the only ones that have been singing songs from The Wizard of Oz. Say hello to this year's BBC South Children in Need Choir. absolutely fantastic. I've hot-footed it over here. Hello, what's your name?
Hannah.
Hannah, what school are you from?
Whitelands Park.
Brilliant. And what's your name?
I'm Luca.
And where are you from, Luca?
I'm from Broadhurst and Barston Hospital.
Brilliant. And just wanted to ask you, Hannah, what is this year's song and why is it special to you?
It's Somewhere Over the Rainbow, and it's special to me because as a child myself, I can help children all over the world so they can have a better home and a better place to live.
Have you got any favourite parts of the song?
I like the beginning.
And your favourite bit?
All of it.
Fantastic. Luca, I've got to ask you, what have rehearsals been like?
Well, of course, at the start we were all different, but now we're all together and we've spent the whole day working quite hard, so staying on tape and we've worked hard. So.
And we spoke to you all just a bit earlier on. You were all very excited, weren't you?
Yeah,
looking
we're all
forward to the big moment tonight.
Yeah,
fantastic. Why is it important, do you think, to raise money for children in need?
Well, I think it's really important because we're kids ourselves, and to be able to do something for kids around the world, being so privileged here, is just so good.
And have you got any favourite projects yourself that you've seen on the television that help people? Different ones.
I always watch Children in Need.
Fantastic.
And I do like it. So
Great.
it's great to be able to be on it myself.
You've got a celebrity sat next to you. You've got Pudsey Bear there. And Pudsey told me that you want to do a bit of television presenting. You want to have a go at Sarah and I's job, yeah?
Oh, yeah, that'll be great in the future.
Well, look down camera 3 there, Trevor there, and link to Sarah, who's with your choir master now. Over to you.
Going to Sarah with Mr. Rowley.
Well done.
Fantastic job there, Luca. Yes, Mr. Rowley's had a pretty tough job on his hands because he's had 6 choirs to bring together. How tricky was that?
Well, we did actually work very hard today, but during the last few weeks I went to the schools and helped them as much as I could. But again, they were brilliant already. That was fantastic to see. But obviously today is the first time we've been together as a whole, and it's been smashing to see them enjoying it so much.
On the day of the performance, the first time you've come together, that must be really difficult.
Well, I thought it would be really difficult, but no, not really, because again, they've learnt the words, they've enjoyed learning the song at their schools as well. So today was just polishing it up, really.
Brilliant stuff, and how proud are you feeling of the children today?
Very proud, really proud.
Oh, incredible stuff. We really are looking forward to hearing from them. And of course, we'd like to thank all the other choir masters and teachers who've made it possible to bring this choir together today. Now, your money goes towards projects right across the UK. There are 2,500 different projects in communities right around the corner from you, which are being supported by BBC Children in Need. They help children who might be going through illnesses and maybe disabled, or they may be suffering some kind of trauma. Lots of people who are reached through Children in Need. Now, growing up, reading can be a really, really important part of your life, and a really enjoyable part too, but that's made so much more difficult if you are blind and partially sighted. And one charity right here in Berkshire has come up with an ingenious way to bring pictures to life.
My name is Freddie. I was born blind, so it's all I know. I don't call it a disability. I just call it my way of living.
We found out when Freddie was 14 weeks old that he couldn't see very well, and then we had all the challenges of having a baby and then a toddler and a young child who had to learn everything through a tactile medium.
I can read Braille, but I can't read print.
You desperately want your child to have the same experiences as everybody else, and I think through reading was quite a challenge.
Sadly, there are only 7% of all books that are available in Braille.
For sighted children, they have pictures in their books, and when you don't have the pictures, it can be quite dry.
Here at Living Paintings, what we do is we take a standard published book and then we add special extras. We came up with this idea which involves touch pictures that you can feel and then audio descriptions. We paint the feely pictures for children who have partial sight, so it helps them to understand the sight that they do have. Children in Need have been amazing because what they help fund is for us to reach those children, so each one of those children gets exactly what they need that works for them, and that's really, really crucial.
Ready, your book's arrived! I listen to the soundtrack, I feel the pictures, and it just makes sense in my head, really.
On the right-hand page is a picture of Aunt Edna, with her black feathery crow, Roach, perched on one hand. She's very plump and is wearing an olive green trench coat.
it's been an activity that has really reinforced his learning in a fun way and helped him with his schooling as well.
A few years ago, I got one on the Anglo-Saxons. That was very good. Thank you for everything you have done. It's really benefited kids my age and adults too.
Well, I'm delighted to say that Freddie, his sister Molly, his mum Fiona and Camilla from Living Paintings are all with us this evening. Freddie, it's great to have you with us. We saw in the film how special those living paintings are in the books. Why are they so important for you?
They're just so special because they just bring the story, whatever you're reading, to life, really.
Have you got a special one?
I think there's a pack called The Wonder of Life, which is my favourite.
And we saw one of the books arrive at your front door. What's it like when you know that the postman is arriving with a new one?
Well, when the postman, it's quite exciting because you just feel like you want to start the book, really.
Brilliant. Well, that is fantastic. Thank you very much indeed, Freddie. We'll speak to you a bit later on. And of course, it is children like Freddie that your donations really help here across the south of England. Please donate tonight what you can. 0345 332233.
It's time to take a look at the weather forecast now, and Alexis is in Bournemouth. I'm not quite sure what you're up to over there, Alexis.
You see, dear.
Well, Sarah, I'm here at the Derby Manor. Yes, Basil, Sybil and Manuel will be entertaining the guests here at the Derby Manor Hotel in true Fawlty Towers style, and the guests will hopefully be digging deep in their pockets. Now, Basil, do you mind just stepping aside slightly? Manuel, come in. Hello, how are you?
Okay.
How much money have you raised so far?
The sofa?
How much money have you raised so far?
You want to sit on a sofa? Okay, you can...
Oh, no. It's okay, Manuel. Let's ask Sybil, how much money have you raised?
Well, so far this year, dear, about £20,000, in fact, yes. We've done very well.
A fantastic effort, and to date, over the last 9 years, this Basil Fawlty style style entertainment has actually raised over £70,000. Pudsey will be very pleased with that. In fact, Pudsey will be very...
Thanks, Alexis. I think she had her hands full there.
Absolutely, and that was absolutely fantastic. I've got to say this. Basil, I've been wanting to say that all day.
A very wacky fundraiser. Matt, have you seen some wacky ones?
Yes, the Burgess Hill Girls' School in West Sussex, they did a sponsored ramble over the South Downs, all wearing Pudsey onesies.
Wonderful. Thank you to all our fundraisers and everyone here tonight.
We'll be back after the One Show from 7:30. From all of us, thanks for watching. Have a lovely evening. Bye for now.